Top of the evening from the bottom of the world.
Hi, Doug. How are you doing?
Hey, John. We're doing great. We're all in the tent right now. It's blowing about 15 knots out of the south, and clouds over everywhere, blowing snow. Super, super cold out, and we had a really good day. Our position is 8-9er, 24.782 south, and then we're west 08845.601. And if you reference that, we've been pretty much on the same longitude almost the whole time. So it's just kudos to good navigation.
Kudos to you.
We did 6.1 nautical miles today, which is almost 7 statute miles. We are 35.4 nautical miles to the pole. We pulled for almost 8.5 hours today, and it was sunny most of the day and minus 28 or 29 degrees Celsius. And then in late afternoon, around 4 or 5, the actual sun went away and clouds started rolling in, and the temperatures dropped almost 10 degrees or 8 degrees. And it dropped to minus 38 and then a wind chill of probably minus 46. Super, super cold. We were able to set up the tent in high winds and be able to get Grant in the tent and be able to get him warm. It was a beautiful day, and that's pretty much all I have to say. We had a great day, and we're on track to try to get there within a week.
What is the weather forecast, Doug?
The weather forecast is you look outside and you take what you get. It's we could get some weather from Union Glacier, but they basically call us to see what the weather is for planes flying to the pole, because it's more about visual flight rules and what your visual area are. Antarctica is a huge continent the size of almost all of the United States and Canada, and so it's a huge amount of area that's covered in. And they do have satellite forecasting, but the best forecasting is what we have right outside. So they usually call us to see what the weather's doing if they have planes coming this way or that way. So right now it's overcast, it's still blowing, we're all in the tent warm, but outside it's bitter cold.
Doug, this seems to be the coldest it's been at negative 46 with the wind chill, and this is the first time that I've heard the wind speeds being at 15 knots. If this weather continues, do you do the same thing tomorrow? Do you get out of the tent and go, or do you stay and wait for the weather to get a little bit warmer?
We move. We have to move. We have no rest days in place. We have all the proper gear. We wear face masks and goggles, and we can navigate in whiteout conditions. It's not ideal, but and we do have to monitor everybody on the team to make sure that we're not getting cold. But there's no rest days on this trip, and we have to keep on going.
Tell me about yesterday when Grant's feet were extremely cold. I think he said they got down to 23 degrees. How did you react at that point, and were you concerned at all?
Oh, absolutely concerned. I mean, that was a deal breaker. I mean, we talked to the doctors, and once the temperatures of his feet get down below freezing, it's an immediate put up the tent and try to get him in warm conditions as quickly as possible. We weren't sure how long they were cold because we've been monitoring it, but today was a huge success, and I'll let Grant talk more about that because it's more about him, and I'm sure he has more input on it.
Okay, Doug, great talking with you. Thanks for the update.
Okay, fantastic, and make sure you guys log on to the push and start giving some money.
Absolutely. We're trying to push it on this end.
Right on. Thank you, and here's Grant.
Thanks.
Good evening, Antarctica.
Hey, Grant, I've got to tell you, I've been speaking with a ton of people that have been listening to the clips, and you should know that your voice is an absolute inspiration to anybody that has listened to you. The things that you've gone through in your life over the last 18 months and your optimism and everything you're doing to this point has really lifted everybody's spirit. So kudos to you for such a great attitude and for pulling off what you're doing.
Tom, thank you so much. Thank you everyone who's made those comments to you. Honestly, I truly feel like I'm a mirror. You know, I appreciate that so much. I appreciate you saying that, and I'm a mirror. I've been so blessed to be surrounded by such incredible people, and I feel like I'm a reflection of the awesomeness that I'm surrounded by. Thank you so much.
Well, speaking of which, because you are a celebrity in the listener circle, what advice do you have for people that are struggling with their lives? And it could all be very relative. Some people have everything in the world, but they are under high pressure and high stress. I think a lot of it may be self-induced, but you seem to have gone through so much in your life and have gotten through it. Do you have any advice for people to kind of make it through their challenges?
I do. Great question. The question is, what advice can anyone in a universal way really come away from an experience like I've had and utilize in anyone's life? And I've had that question a bunch, just with the amount of positivity that I seek out and I see in others, and I see the beauty in humanity, and it really has come down to the three principles of what Corp 3.0 is all about. The Corp 3.0 movement, I've had all these different opportunities to really refine down the three principles I think are so key to moving forward with a smile in any situation, completely universal. And that is 100% deciding what you want. That's the first one. The second one is focus solely on what works. Solely on what works. And the third one, choose positivity through all adversity. No matter what. Today, for instance, we're pushing along, and I'm gunning for the 8-mile mark, and I could see the gray clouds coming in, and we knew it was going to drop a good 10, 15 degrees, and all of a sudden there we are in 45 below, and frost is covering our beards, and we are literally icing up. And as I'm pushing to the tent, I'm literally laughing with Tom and Kyoki. We're joking about how this is what we came to do. And of course it's cold, and of course it's intense. And so there's that obvious ability to choose that in for what it is, how cold you are, how intense your body is reacting to the negative 45-degree condition. But instead of that, our entire team chose positivity, and we were just gripped with happiness. We got in the tent, and here we are at this very moment. We're camping in 45 below, and we're laughing, and we're high-fiving, and we're having an honest blast.